Hello guys and welcome to another Benchwork episode where I share my experience with you regarding my fountain pen adventures, parts building designs, and anything else that is related to fountain pens but does not include reviews or drawings. Yes, I will spare you of those in here. Anyway, I have no updates on the parts that I'll be building because, well, frankly, I just did not have the time to finish what I was planning to finish. Hopefully I will have some updates soon, or I guess hopefully I'll have some time to work on those parts that I was planning to do soon. In the meantime, as I was going through my fountain pens, I realized that I'm starting to run a little bit out of space, and I wanted to reorganize my fountain pens and basically build another box that I usually use to display and store my fountain pens. In the past, personally, I'd be using these boxes. Now, these boxes are basically advertised as jewelry boxes or hairdress boxes where they store products and stuff like that. They make pretty decent boxes if you want to use them for fountain pen displays, especially if you don't have a lot of them, like unfortunately I do. Yeah, I have no life. They work. What I used to be doing basically, it's measure the inside of the box, divide it how I needed to, and it's based on how many pens I can fit. And then I have something in here. Yeah, basically use like a cardboard, sticky felt paper or material that it's basically comes in sheets like I have one around here like this, right? And these are what they are, right? If you're interested in buying these, they work very well. They stick fairly well to the paper, and as you can see, they're reusable sometimes depending on when you stick them on. The bad thing about that, not bad, the most inconvenient part about these boxes is that you can't fit pens on vertical because they're not deep enough. So you kind of have to go on horizontal. And because of that, the ideal number that I found for these boxes, it's about 8 pens. Or if you have like smaller pens and you can stack them one next to each other, it's basically 16 if you manage to actually fit 2 on each row. And while I do like these boxes, I'm kind of stepping away from them because they don't fit as many pens. And in my searches, I found out the perfect boxes, and I got the box from, let me put this away, Muji store. Now, I won't be able to show the entire box here because they're actually quite big, but just for comparison, this is the drawer of that box. I can literally fit the other drawer inside this drawer. I'll show it on the screen. These boxes do come in 5 and 3 rows, so you can choose whatever you want. And they're actually better quality. They are a little bit more expensive, especially the 5 rows one. It's around, let's say, 50 Canadian dollars, not including taxes. The 3 one, I think it's around maybe 30 to 40 Canadian dollars. I don't remember. I did not look at it. But the drawers are the same. It's just, they're stacked on top of each other, 2 more. If you're getting the 5 one, obviously. And this one, I used to do it the same, basically same idea, get thick paper or basically old watercolor paper that it's thicker, but not the highest quality, cut it up, size it up, divide it again, use dowels, the thinnest you can find, and then stick the felt on top of it. But the problem with this again is takes time and you have to do it manually, and at the same time it's one big thing, and sometimes the edges don't turn out that well. I mean, maybe you have a better way to do it. Personally, I never found out a better way to fold these edges and actually make them stick. I guess I could use glue, but I could never be bothered. I was just tuck them in and then stick it in, and that's it. However, since I've been playing with 3D printing recently, what I decided to do is 3D print some dividers like this. And I mean, they're perfect sized, and they're perfect. I can fit 4 of these. Basically what I did, I built each divider to contain 4 slits or 4 pens, so in total I can actually fit 16 pens across, which is more than enough. I mean, do the math, right? Depending on what you want, it's 16 times 3 or 5, depending on what you buy. And the good thing about these is that, well, you can fit normal, what I would call normal pens, very easily next to each other. They're quite well fitted in there. And then you have the fountain pens that may be a little bit wider, and if they don't really fit because they bump into each other, you can also stack them the other way around like this, and they will fit very nicely as well, with plenty of room in between them. Or if you have even thicker fountain pens like this Jinhao, and you're obviously not gonna fit next to each other, you can space them out and then, you know, use smaller pens in between them, something like this. So I think, for me at least, these boxes give a lot of options on how to organize your pens, and I like this. And I actually like these dividers that I've been building as well. Now, you can use them as they are without an issue. Sorry, I'm just putting pens away. Sorry about the noise. You can use the pens. The dividers as they are, and they work fine. You just may be a little bit slippery, and they move a little bit around, but they'll do their job to divide your pens. However, if you want to take it a step further, using the same felt material, what you can do, it's actually divide this in how many shapes you want. I managed to fit 6 dividers on this piece of paper, which is, again, where's the size? Oh, there you go. 9 by 12 inch or 22.8 by 30.4 centimeters. You can fit 6 of those dividers, so that will give you like basically a row and a half. And the way you do it, I have one that I've been working on it in here. So you cut it up, and then using maybe a knife, you slowly cut around against the edge. It's hard to demonstrate it in here. And I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect because they're stuck next to each other anyway. But that's the idea, right? Now, the thing is, if you're using a knife, have some degreaser, so from time to time you clean that blade, so this way the glue doesn't stack up, and basically if you have a lot of glue on the blade, you will stop cutting. Or you can use scissors. I don't have any scissors that are thin enough and that long that allow me to cut nicely right next to the edge, so I opted for the knife. But if you have better scissors, you can definitely use scissors as well. What I like about these dividers like this is that you can actually basically color coordinate if you want, especially if you want a fountain pen to stand up different, right? And or if you don't want to have black on black, you can have a different color for that section. What you present like 4 or 6 of pens of a darker color. Anyway, options, right? And that's what I liked about these dividers. At the same time, you can just stack them in here as you want, not a problem. Or what I do, I have a third row in here, a drawer. What I did, I actually cut them up, and on each corner I put a blob of hot glue using, well, the cheapest hot gun that I could find at dollar store. and they stick in there pretty nicely. You can actually see the dots of glue that I have underneath. And it's nice, it's thin, it's organized, and it's clean. And once I'm done, I'm going to insert a picture in here showing you how I have it. Basically, this is just one of the small cubicles that I have in the bookshelf where I'm storing my things. And as you can see, I have 2 of these boxes, 5 drawers stuck on top of each other. So basically, in that tower of drawers, I can basically stack 160 fountain pens, right? Yeah, 16 times 10, right? 160 fountain pens. That's pretty neat. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to share with you today. I hope you found it useful. These things I'll make them available on my Thingiverse, again for free. Use them as you want for your personal use, and hopefully they help you. My plan is I'll reuse these dividers. I'm planning to build a 3D printable box that I can use it on my desk. Actually, I'm planning to have maybe 3 or 2 drawers, depending how I'll have to count to see usually how many pens I have on my desk. And basically I'll design the box, I'll design the drawers, and you can use these inserts on top of it. This way you can basically put the felt on top. I don't want to include this in the actual drawer, so this way you can add easier the felt and then you stick it on the drawer after you're done. And then you can also remove it, since hot glue won't really be permanent. Whenever I'll have that done, I'll share it with you, and I'll make another video about it, if anything, and share it on my Thingiverse. Anyway, that's about it. That's all I wanted to share with you today. I hope you found it useful, or at least sort of interesting. And I guess I'll see you next time. Thank you again for joining me. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are, and all the best. Bye.